in the kitchen drawer.
Siamo sicuri
I
che
was
sia a
moving
casa
things
sua?
around this morning, and I forgot to put them back in my pants.
I'm starting to get worried that this isn't your house. Should I be?
Well, I could show you my driver's license if that wasn't also inside.
Certamente.
I watched a video on how to pick locks. I think I remember the host's hair color. Yeah, I'll tool around with it for a bit. And if push comes, I'll just unscrew the damn thing.
Long shot, but do you got your garage door opener on you?
Believe it or not a usual pocket suspect. Sorry. Did that? No. Okay. Maybe? No.
Swell.
Devo usare la scopa.
Almost there. Rats. Damn it. Doesn't look like he cleans the gutters much. Maybe he plans to.
Che sfiga.
Why am I not surprised? Why would he leave his window open like that? All those bugs.
Infatti. E quella era la soluzione perfetta. Riproviamoci in quella porticina.
This should reach the window.
Ah, infatti, sa. GG.
Nope. Really?
Encyclopedia Brown, a biography of Guglielmo Marconi, I don't know who that is, and an 8th grade science textbook. Jacob, you are a man of interesting tastes.
Ma è anche uno scultore.
Oh. Not bad for an amateur. Oh, his brother. Didn't think they'd be twins.
Ok, quindi effettivamente è casa sua.
Hello?
Hello?
Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Awaiting be hell, I am to wait. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late.
Yeah, you have a nice day too. Dude, learn to boil rice, come on. Ah! Of course.
Hey, you there? Come let me in.
He's actually pretty good at this.
Non è vero, fa schifo, però la stava per ammazzare.
He must be a collector.
Quindi comunque, se
How'd you get
conosce qualcuno che ha lavorato a Fort Miller,
You left your upstairs window open. I
chissà
used your
chi è.
ladder.
I left that open again. God. I'm gonna find a barn owl in there chewing on my pillow one of these days. The journal should be just over here.
I know there was one where she talked about gates.
windows to perpendicular spaces. I know it's in here. Just hang on.
You got a really weird phone call a minute ago. If it was a prank, I definitely didn't get the joke.
Oh, really? What'd they say? Or was it just like a recording or something? You won a boat. Just send us $5,000.
They were worried about being late? I don't know. It was weird.
Huh. Well, probably a wrong number. Oh, wait. Hang on.
Quel segno, quel disegno là.
Oh, this is it. One of the journals that belonged to Maggie Adler. She was stationed at Fort Milner, right here on the coast, when the submarine crashed. She said it was a mistake, that the whole thing had an experimental engine or something. And that when it blew up, something happened to the reactor.
Sì.
It split the crewmen from our reality, forced them in between time, in between dimensional planes. They were gone, but not really. Each and every last one of them.
Is, that why this is happening?
Maybe? Maggie did all these experiments and research in the last half of her life. She discovered radio waves can reach through planes of existence. It can affect the past and the future. But, I mean, you know, without hard proof, without the knowledge of the inciting incident, no one, really except me, believed her. I mean, not that I, blame them. I mean,
Okay, so let's say everything you're telling me is true. How does this help us solve this?
just look, this one, she told me about ghosts, about people she cared about. A woman named Anna that died to one of those things. She called them gates. And I think that big triangle thing in the sky is one of them. I could barely understand what she was talking about. I was just a kid, you know? I could barely understand Jim.
How did our friend Anna die?
She didn't really get into the details, just that during an experiment, something went wrong. Miss Adler said she spoke through a portal, or a gateway, or whatever, to a Sergeant Griffin years after he died. He was on the USS Kanaloa, stuck in time. These were my versions of, of campfire stories, I guess.
All right, so all of this happened in like the 40s or something, right? Why is this happening now all of a sudden?
That portal over on Edwards Island? Whoever did that, I mean, I don't think it was an accident based on what we heard on the walkie. But just wait, there's more here. What we need is this guy.
Ma che sia un prequel
Yeah,
questo
here it is.
gioco?
She writes,
Jacob, not in your head.
Oh, yeah, sorry. She says that harmonizing electromagnetic waves emitted towards a gate could successfully diffuse its source signal. See? So this is what I thought when the transmitter went crazy. That first one was diffusing the signal and starting to cancel out the gate. So, transmitters can diffuse the source signal. We can use them to stop it, based on what Maggie thinks at least.
So we use the transmitters then, right? Enough of them should knock out its power.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we saw what the one did, which is definitely what we want to do. Because Maggie says, she wrote here, that gates or portals, whatever you want to call them, can, in theory, destabilize the properties of our current existence. Which doesn't sound good.
So, what will happen exactly if the portal or whatever stays open?
It sounds like it'll really screw up our timeline. Maybe destroy it? The general store's holding our transmitters, right? And climbing gear? Because if that's the case...
They should? At least that's what Evelyn said.
So I know the owner, and I know where the key is, so that's no problem. After that, we'll have to put another 3 transmitters to triangulate the right harmonic frequency. The math dictates they have to be roughly equidistant and at the same height. So for us, that means a clear view of Edwards Island to compete with the signal traffic and get through to the other side of the harbor. After that, it should work?
I don't know. Plans are good, but sometimes plans are just blankets in a storm that's gonna kill you anyway.
Well, we don't know which one this is yet, right? Okay. Okay. Let's get back to the general store, get those transmitters in gear.
Quindi. Quello che... Ok, quindi i trasmettitori non fanno da tipo da canale a portale, ma servono ad antagonizzare quei portali là, a chiuderli. Quindi uno non ne basta, ce ne servono 3. Mm. Mm. Quindi quella che c'è... Allora, sto pensando a questo, forse può essere anche un prequel cioè del gioco, non per forza un sequel. Il problema con i loop temporali è che sono una seccatura, perché nel primo capitolo era sempre un loop. Quindi... che se è un loop è qualcosa che si ripete automaticamente. Tu puoi anche scappare, no? Però il loop resiste, cioè esisterà sempre tecnicamente. Anche se nel primo, se non sbaglio, c'era un finale dove tipo riuscivi a sconfiggere questa cosa e quindi riuscivi poi a comunicare con la tua con la te stessa del passato di non venire sull'isola. Quindi il tuo gruppetto andava da un'altra parte. Ora, però qua dice che sono passati 40 anni, io non mi ricordo quanti anni nel primo capitolo, da quanti anni... No. Aspetta. Nel primo capitolo era appena morta la vecchia. Però qua dice che sono passati 40 anni e che lui era piccolo. Quindi può essere che sia un sequel. Eh sì. Allora, ho letto nei dialoghi, se non ricordo male, che lui era un bambino quando sapeva tutte queste cose qua. Poi c'è un certo Jim e che poi, beh, sicuramente lo andremo a riacchiappare la sua figura, ricomparirà. Quindi se lui era piccolo e la vecchietta è morta, cosettina là, può essere che sia un sequel, ok. Di parecchi anni avanti però nel futuro. E se è un sequel, vuol dire che hanno ripreso la parte dove lei tipo sarà scappata, la protagonista del primo capitolo, di cui non mi ricordo mai il nome, vabbè, non ci posso far niente. Però è stato comunque riaperto il portale, quindi non lo so, vediamo un po'.
I just hope we're right.
Riley! Riley, are you there? Pick up right now! Over!
Oh, it's Evelyn. We should loop her in.
Riley! Jacob? You guys there?
Hey, Evelyn, do you, see or, like, know how insane this is getting? Over?
Riley! Riley, thank God!
E mo ci riconosce.
Okay, you're okay. Everything's okay. Okay, that's good.
Prima non ci
The readings we're
riconosceva.
getting on our end here look really bad. We just know, based on these figures, there's something electromagnetic that's building in intensity.
Evelyn, hey, it's Jacob. Yeah, we know it's bad and getting worse, but we figured out that if we use the transmitters to nullify the bad frequencies, it can diffuse them completely.
You figured it out? Figured it out how? Over!
Some old lady's journals Jacob had lying around.
What?
Just don't worry, we know what to do. The transmitters will act as a net. It would be like the old radio towers. The geography's bend is like a natural amplifier. All we'd have to do is just place them high above sea level and it'll knock out the signal that's screwing everything up.
Actually, that might work.
Oh, lei così
the
a
stuff you
caso.
need is just sitting at the general store right now. Ugh.
That's not a big deal. That's Fred Hollinger's place. He's a buddy of mine. He keeps a spare key to the front door behind the back doormat.
Hey, and I was gonna suggest just throwing a brick through the window.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, I got a lot of stuff to get ready over here. Good luck, guys. Godspeed. Over and out. Oh, and Jacob, sorry, I forgot. Did you ever find Athena?
Oh, no. Not yet.
You know, I'm sure she'll turn up
Gatto
soon.
cane, no, più
Country
tipo da...
dogs can handle
ok.
anything, you know?
È tipo da cane.
Yeah. Thanks for checking. Over and out.
Abbiamo i collezionabili. Che sarebbero? Fammi vedere un po'. Ma sono 3 disegni uguali. Ah, qua è semplicemente scritto entra nell'emporio e prendi l'attrezzatura. Mi sembra giusto.
You know, I used to think about Maggie Adler and just what she used to tell me about all this, at least an hour of every day. With time, it faded, you know, like everything. But I never stopped playing around with radios, trying to prove her right, trying to vindicate her a little. Everything that's been going on these last few months has really stirred up a lot. I'd be so absolutely crazy if this has to do with her.
How'd you meet her,
conosciuta?
anyway? She was an old woman who lived on an island.
I used to practically live at the library, and she'd come and check out books on electromagnetism. She'd ask what I was reading. No one else would. She was a character. And I was so young. I don't know. I was a kid and bored and my house sucked, so, you know, why not hang out with some weird old lady who believed in magic? Eventually, I'd stopped going to the library. I'd read all the Encyclopedia Browns anyway. And she just carried this weight on her. You could see it in her trembles. It just got to be too much eventually. Sadness was like radiation. You can only be around it so much. Before... yeah.
You ever get back in touch?
No, I didn't. She died a few years back. I actually went to the funeral. Her only request was to be buried somewhere you couldn't see water. They did it on a hill, southern side of town. I think I was the only one to attend. Never wanted that to happen to me, you know? Make no lasting connections.
That was nice of you.
I mean, was it? Actually, sure. Thanks. Come on. Onward.
Quindi la sua morte è venuta solo qualche anno fa. Quindi posso stimare un paio d'anni dal... sì, famo 2-3 annetti dalla fine del primo capitolo. Perché nel primo capitolo era morta là da poco praticamente, se non ricordo male. Quindi non può essere Nuna o altri, sono troppo giovani. E Nuna per quanto riguarda quella che ci sta dando le informazioni, no? Continuiamo a giocare, vediamo un po' dove ci porterà la cosa. Che sto pensando...
Just, follow me. It's right here.
Mortacci, che
Okay,
palle.
key should be right under the mat. Real high-tech security, you know? I'm stealing gum. It's happening. But which one?
Hell yes, and grab me a pack. No, screw it, grab me two.
I'm all talk. Besides, the amount of fake sugar in these things, I don't need to grow an eyeball on my foot.
That's technically B&A, right?
It depends on who you ask.
Esatto.
So, we just won't ask anyone. There's the gear. Let's go. Mind if I take a look at the gear? A few more transmitters, and that looks like a climbing rope, clasps.
Potevano farvi
everything
vedere
we'll need.
all'interno del General
Wait.
Store.
Yeah,
Era molto
I'm
più
not really
carino
looking
che
forward to that
vedere i
part.
dialoghi con sta casa così
Try
messa.
not to think about it, though.
We'll be fine, Jacob. With the rope, it's pretty easy, honestly.
Easy for some people. Now we're set. Anyways, let's just focus on fixing it. We got our gear, we got our map. We're not restricted to the beaten path, so to
Esatto.
speak. We should start walking to as above sea level as we can get. Take a look at your map and let's pick where we want to go.
Allora, vediamo un po' dove bisogna piazzarli. C'è scritto. Allora, dobbiamo piazzare altri tre trasmettitori su e giù per la costa. Il cielo sopra l'isola. Altitudine 3000 piedi. Allora, quindi sarà chiesa del Gran Architetto, Sherry Point e cascate di Totega. Bene, questi sono i nostri point, i nostri obiettivi per i prossimi episodi. E sto adorando questo gioco, mi sta davvero piacendo. Spero soltanto che la trama non mi deluda e che abbiano
Alright.
fatto un ottimo lavoro.